At least you live to do what you already you already discover your purpose and your path of destiny. Of course, the world will celebrate you. So we want to continue from day to day, and I can break from this mentally, at least before you can actually experience it. Break free from 9 to 5. So we started class yesterday, so we'll continue today. Okay. Okay, so today is part 2. Today is 29. Okay, perfect. So we have the subtopic which says why building your own empire is the key to true financial independence and success. Okay, why building your own empire? Okay, why building your own empire is the key. Of course, perfect. Is the key to true financial, okay, and success. So you want to actually experience the independence, be your own boss, then there's a need to actually build your own empire. And it starts with your thinking. So yesterday, we started telling us that a lot of people that we are actually saving with your ideas, with your purpose, with your time, with your energy. If events happen to you, in less than a month, they will replace you already. Some people spend their entire life existing, being a supporting character in everyone else's story, and instead of being the hero of their own story. So people some people put themselves last and put others ahead of them, and they end up forgetting their dreams, their goals, their vision, their purpose, and assignment on earth, which is their own unique contribution to impact the world and cause and leave the world a long-lasting legacy. It's heartbreaking to know that some of us have supposed to live an extraordinary life with the God's gifting potentials already embedded in us, but we are too busy making one else's life extraordinary. So we have talent, gifting, idea, resource, opportunity, but we give it away because we thought that we are good people. Good people doesn't mean you should neglect yourself. Being good doesn't mean that you should forget about your own garden. Being good doesn't mean that you should forget about your own purpose. Being good doesn't mean that you should think that giving all you have to someone, other people, will make you better. You're supposed to serve from the point of strength. You have to invest in yourself before you can invest in other people. You cannot pour from an empty cup. So you cannot give what you don't have. It's better to work on yourself and then become stronger, become bolder, and become better so you can do better. It's better to serve from the place of strength. But you can't give to yourself. If you are not strong enough, you can never straighten another person. If you are not bold enough, you can never help someone to be. But you are not free. If you're not experiencing independence, you cannot help someone else. So you can see, it's amazed me for somebody to think that they are so busy telling you about their neighbor's business, their co-workers' problems, and and their friends and families' needs. But if you ask them about their own dreams and purpose, about their future, they will not have a serious answer to it because they are busy helping someone else achieve their dreams, helping someone else become the heroes of their life. Don't be lost in building other people's empire. That your health will fail you, your marriage will end, your marriage struggle. You think it's a bad luck or a market crash? No, it is not. It is because you neglected your own well-being, your emotional needs, and your personal finances and future. So that is why you spend so much time, of course, investing in other people, working, helping people in other gardens, helping them change their tomatoes garden, help them with their corn or maize garden or farm, and your own farm is full with weeds and nothing to show for it. Thinking about yourself is not selfishness. Please, thinking about yourself is a survival strategy and is one of the most intelligent things you can do in this life. And we have mind for a reason, not to worry about other people's situation or to solve other people's problem alone, but to plan for ourselves, protect ourselves, promote ourselves, and be able to build ourselves to a point that we can now serve and invest in other people from the place of strength. Don't be confused that good people don't think about themselves. No, it is not selfishness, thinking about your needs, your future, and your success. The most generous people in the world of course, are people that always think about themselves. The most healthy people in the world are people that think about themselves first, because you cannot give what you don't have. You cannot help others if you cannot help yourself. When you don't think about yourself, you are hurting yourself, hurting people depending on you, of course, and then all the people connected to your destiny, you are hurting them, because at the end of the day, you are not resourceful. Because I told you, we don't have lack of resources, we have lack of resourceful men. The only way to become resourceful is to discover, develop, and deploy God's given potentials in you. I sing it like song every morning. You may be born naked, but you're not born empty. There's something God deposited in you. After all, after creating man, he breathed into man. That which he breathed into man came out of God. And that which he breathed into man is a piece of God in me and you that is yearning for dominance, for dominion mandate, to replenish, of course, to multiply, to dominate. And that kingdom, we must create our kingdom. Own a license, own a legacy, own something that people need to own a product, own services. But if you forget about your purpose, a lot will buy you wholesale and then retail you. At the end of the day, you are now a slave in another man's vine. We are supposed to be a son, a citizen, in charge, and the boss. Touch yourself, say, I'm the boss. Touch yourself, I'm a millionaire. Touch yourself, say, I'm a success. If you always focus on other people's problems, other people's needs, and you end up reflecting their problem in your life. Remember, we are social creatures. We copy faster what we focus on. What we focus on expands. So don't spend all your time planning on vacation without not planning for your life. Don't spend all your time worrying about dinner without not worrying about your future. So take time, of course, to invest in yourself. So yesterday we stopped at somewhere. We said you cannot think successful thoughts about your future if you keep busy around someone else's problems and busy around your neighbors' needs, your neighbors' challenges. A lot of people can tell you Nigerian problems, their acquired say problem, tell you every problems in this society, tell you how this one, they did this one. But if you ask them about their own vision, their own direction, see, they don't have a dream. I told you, you don't pay money to dream. Dreams are free. If you must dream, dream big. If you must dream big. Dream very big dream because you don't pay money to dream. How to become extraordinary successful, make impact, build hospital, give free medical care, build banks. It's good to dream big. But any dreams with deadline, tenor deadline, becomes a goal. Tenor goal. Goals are dreams with deadline. So it's okay by this time next year, by the 1st of January 2026, this is what I will do. By the 31st of this year, December 2025, I will end in my account. I will have, of course, 20 million naira in my account for investment. So now, who do you need to become? I need to become entrepreneur. Who you become entrepreneur to get the target, tenor target. So now, when you do that, you need to look at some strategic planning. So, how the different best way to achieve that your dreams. I'm going to do this. I'm going to create product. I'm going to sell this. I'm going to connect people to this. So, when you do those strategic plan give you, of course, what they call direction. Turn on direction. And of course, if you have a direction for your life, you will not be easily distracted. But without direction, everything looks like where you're going to. So speed is useless without direction. Direction is useless without destination. Okay, I'm going to mentor 5 people. I'm going to mentor 20 people. As a result of my success, I'm going to help 5, 20 people become successful, because success without succession is not success. So it's easy for you to sit down and write this thing down. You are the architect of your life. Because see, each time you write, your hand is involved, your eye is involved, your totality of your being is involved, and that's how transformation occurs. So today we'll start from here. Don't worry, this particular class doesn't have outlines, but after this I'll give a class with outlines. I know you like the outlines kind of a thing. It makes the class look fizzy and stylish. No worries, not every time you take this one. Let's enjoy this one for now. So write on your note. Let's continue from where we stopped yesterday. Write it down. The quality of your life is determined by the quality of thought about your life. The quality of your life is determined by the quality of thought you think about your life. The quality of your life. You must, if you want to say quality life, it's going to be determined by the quality of thought about your life. So sit down and have a plan. Think about your life. The quality of your life will be determined by the quality of thought about your life. So what are you thinking about yourself? What kind of relationship you have with yourself? We are tripod being. A man is the only being that lives in 3 realms at the same time. We have a physical body that lives in a physical realm. We have the mind that lives in the soulish realm. We have the spirit that lives the experience. So each time you stand up, the tripod being is moving. So that's why man is the only being that can talk to himself. That's how God created his image and likeness. So we can talk to ourselves. You can tell yourself, stand up, sit down, don't carry your leg. You can talk to yourself. So the quality of those things you tell yourself, the quality of thought about your life will determine the quality of your life is determined by the quality of thought about your life. So if I see whatever you're experiencing right now, it's simply a reflection of your thoughts. Because whatever you are on the inside will reflect on the outside. I call them subjectives and objectives. So your objectives mirrors your subjectives. So you don't like your objectives, things happen around you. All you need to do is to go back to your subjectives and change the picture. Because if you change a man's activities without not changing his subjective picture, that subjective picture will sabotage the activities. The people will be doing effort and then not getting the result he desired. Because life does not reward you according to effort. Life rewards you according to the thought behind the effort, according to the picture behind the effort, according to the definition behind the effort. If life reward effort, people that push every intermarket, they would have become the richest in the world. People if life reward effort more than knowledge, those that carry Dangote cement from trailer to warehouse, they would have become the richest in the world. So life does not reward effort. Life rewards the thought behind the effort. Life rewards the knowledge behind the effort. So the quality of that thinking behind the effort, the intent of thought, the intention is what life follows. That's what even God judge. God does not judge your activities. God judge your thoughts. He said, he that look at a woman lustfully, to him has committed the sin already. He that look at this. So God judges the intent of your thought. So to become a millionaire successful, the quality of your thought will change. In fact, how you know the quality of your thought is when you talk. In the out of the abundance of the heart, the man speaketh. And the quality of your conversation determines the quality of your life. If you change the education, you change the quality of your life. Because bad communication corrupt good manners. So why people are waking up every day and not thinking about their empire is because they are busy 9 to 5 building someone else's empire. And what they don't realize that any day you are no more, immediately they replace you immediately. In fact, that means you are providing for that person, that help, that position. The day you are no more, they replace you immediately. My mom worked for government for 35 years. My mom retired as a headmistress. If I even retired, and now headmistress have been sent to the school to replace her. Now she's back home. I used to tell my mom when I was in final year school, Mommy, now that government is paying you money, pay yourself first. Pay yourself first. Think about yourself, mommy. Because if every time they give money, mommy will use his money and help everybody. Help everybody. Now, mommy, I say, mommy, you don't use your hand-earned money to help people. You use that your money to buy assets. The money from the assets, that's what you use to help people. So you don't work to chop. Poor man work to chop. Rich man work to buy assets. We work for different things. Have you seen the problem now? A poor man, the purpose of a poor man working is food. He work and he makes the money. Once he make the money, a poor man will start paying everybody. He pay akara, buy bread, buy recharge card, buy shoe, buy clothes. He buy. Money finish. So he work to chop. While a wealthy man, what we do that? We work to buy assets. Assets. So we pay ourselves first 10%. Minimum. No matter what you want to do, because from the money from the asset, that money will now be the one that you bring money that we call profit, profit. The one you work with your energy is called margin, margin. So if I don't love myself, I will not pay myself first. So I pay myself first, because if I cannot, it's a love your neighbor as you love yourself. So you must love yourself. So don't be like it's not selfishness. It's called surviving strategy. It's the most intelligent thing you can do for yourself. So I want to understand that if you want a better life, you have to think better thoughts about your life. You want a successful life, you have to think successful thought about yourself. If I let's do that on your note. So when you leave this place today, the things will begin to work in your favor. I want things to work in your favor. Write it down. If you want a better life, you have to think better thoughts about yourself. If you want a better life, you have to think better thoughts about yourself. Full stop. If you want a successful life, you have to think successful thought about yourself. You can put them in one. You want a healthy life, think healthy thought about yourself. You want a millionaire's life, think about millions about yourself. Want anything you want. So I told you, leave the things you don't want. Leave them alone. They are not saving you. Don't focus on the things you want. In fact, there was a day we did some practical. We have to do a practical today. So you have to see. We brought light, we brought darkness. And we brought a man to go and talk. Which one do you want? The man said, light and darkness. He said, you want light. Okay, since you want light, go and spend your time fighting darkness. Darkness, I don't want you. Darkness, I bind you by fire. Darkness. So after doing those, you ask the question, where is the man? Darkness. If he win the fight, he's in darkness. Darkness win him, he's in darkness. So everything about him is darkness. Okay, now, since you want light, you don't want darkness, you want success, abundance, money, health. Go now and go. Even the darkness say, I want you. He said, I don't want you. He's fighting with darkness. Go to light now. Now go and tell light, darkness, health, I want you, source, I want you. Even the source say, I don't want you. At the end of the day, we are fighting with light. You are in light. If light wins you, you are in light. If you win light, you are in light. So it's better to focus on the things you want, because whatever you focus on expands. Tell your neighbor, whatever you focus on expands. Find your wife, find your husband, find your children. Find anybody around you, focus on good things about their life. Find your pastor, focus. If you focus on the good things about your father, your mother, your parents, or your siblings, or anybody around you, long enough, you will forget that they have faults. You will forget that they have weakness. You forget about, because you keep focusing about negative about your spouse, you forget that the person has good things to offer. Keep saying, yeah, cheat, you do this. See, even if the thing not supposed to exist, you use your mind to create it. I'll talk to you about something very important. You cannot think successful thought about your future if you are too busy thinking about everyone else's business, everyone else's plan. Write it down your notes, very important. You cannot think successful thought about your future. You cannot. If you are too busy thinking about government, everyone else, your neighbor problem, your boss idea, you cannot think successful thought about yourself. If you are too busy, Think about everyone else. The government you are working for, you're saying, oh, you don't think about yourself. You are not thinking successful about it. You are too busy. You are too busy worrying about everyone else. Think about everyone else. So you cannot be thinking about everyone else without not. You cannot think successful thought about your future, comma. If you are too busy, think about everyone else. Then not invest. It's called currency. Then not currency. Then not invest. It's called currency. Then not currency. So example of currency is your time. Then not time. Example of currency is your money. Then not money. I call it cash. Example of currency is your energy. Then not energy. Example of currency is your potentials. Then not potentials. So if all these things you see and so on. You can spend time, you can save time, you can waste time, you can invest time. With your cash, you can save it, you can spend it, you can waste it, you can invest it. With your energy, with your potentials. So these are all currency. So if you understand, and each currency stands for certain things. So you need all of them. For example, I cannot go to market now and say, okay, I get time, I get energy, or I get potentials, or I get love, I get peace. No, you use cash to buy material things, but you also use your time to buy spiritual things. Among all of them, this is the highest spiritual currency. In fact, all these ones you see are all spiritual currency. One, let me use another marker. They are all spiritual currency. Time, energy, potentials, and name them. This is the only physical currency. So even when you exchange the spiritual currency, you must exchange to get the cash. I put in my time, they will give me cash. So you need spiritual currency, and you have to understand currency so that you know how to invest and not waste them. If you don't understand currency, how do you know? Currency flows, currency move. So who is buying more? We earn more. So we buy more of spiritual currency. So let me give you some strategy. I want money to work for you. Money must work for you. Say amen. Amen. I'm not talking to me. Money must work for you. Say amen. Amen. For money to work for you, you must exercise some leadership capacity for to show money that you are the boss. And the only way to show money is to give him direction. As money comes to your hand, you give him name. You investment. You treasury bill. You pure water. You ID. So you must give money name. Then call them budgeting. Say not budgeting. Budgeting is giving your money name. Anything you call your money, that's what you answer. You don't call the money any name, you answer any name. So you have to sit down and don't live your life for the government. Don't live your life. If you say I'm lying to you, go and check people that retire in that your office. Take the 10 of them, the last 10 people, and see how their life be. If you don't want your life to be like this, then you have to do something different. You know, I've been telling you, I've been in the system. Like my father-in-law is a retired permanent secretary, and my mother-in-law is a retired director, and so many names around me. When I look at their life, I tell myself, I don't think I deserve better than this. One day I was talking in Anambra State orientation camp, Umunya camp. I was talking to core members. Copper, what mora? I was jumping up and down. I was gingering copper. You know, ginger, entrepreneurship is the way to go. I don't ginger for 45 minutes. I don't sweat. I don't charge the camp. Everybody don't stand up for leg. They clap. I finish hand over mic to state coordinator. 9-1 man is they greet everybody for those who don't. He said, then call me. He said, what do you do? I said, I'm an entrepreneur, I own a business in Oka. I do my supply in Onitsha, Navy, this and that. He said, wow, we are just establishing a entrepreneurship department in the university right now. We just got accreditation. Please, we'd like you to be one of our lecturers. You don't mind? I said, I don't mind. Immediately, as I come for camp, I carry phone call apart for house. Daddy, I don't get work with this. I clear my CV. Even I stand lecturer, I start when I do my master's, when I do my PhD. Daddy, I beg, my father won't go to church. The salesman shout, praise the Lord, my son. Now there I can't carry CV, my brother. I said, I'm going to submit, give the professor. I reach professor's house. I tell myself, say, no, I know it. My life cannot be like this. I cannot be like this. From the gate of the manor house to the parlor, everywhere, makes sense for my life. If that is how my life will be, is a true mirror of my life, I don't want it. I need to go and be my. And the way to give me, where help my life, I don't really go Lagos. See my mentor, me send them, they don't see house, see in car, see Rolls Royce, see motor full everywhere. Help people, they do charity. House too, how clean, sharp, turn or sharp. Now I tell myself, you say this one and this one, which one I go prefer? And like that I come, the man don't call me tires, and that's on my CV. I don't go again. You don't call me, I need to pick them. I use another number, call me. If I pick the call, now professor name, I don't drop her. You know why? My pa, one time my pa say, Daddy, be like, say, I know, pick that job again. No. My pa not tell me. You don't carry me go you, but maybe they break for your son. Say, I need deliverance. Then no deliverance. Say, witches and wizards are eating part of my brain. But today, life has changed because my father is part of me. He's even telling the world that you follow my footsteps because the truth of the matter, I've been telling my daddy that me, I will own university. Then I will employ people to go and work in my university. All those professors will work in my university. Is it good or very good? And it's better now. So, who controls your source of income controls your life. Tell your neighbor. Who controls your source of income controls your life. Tell your neighbor, be in charge of your source of income. That is when you have independence. Without it, the government can use the federal system. I told you. So the only solution is to take care of yourself. If your dreams, if you neglect your dreams, your vision, and you neglect to build your empire, at the end of the day, you existing in other people's life, making them the heroes of their life. And you end up not becoming the hero of your life. Write down very, very well on your notes. Write down your very important. The most important relationship you will ever have is the one you have with yourself. The most important relationship you ever have in life is the one you have with yourself. The most important relationship you will ever have in this life is the relationship with yourself. Write it boldly, even though you have not written anything today. The most important relationship you will ever have in life is the one you have with yourself. So if you tell yourself you'll be a millionaire, that's who you eventually become. Don't tell yourself that we are good for nothing. That's, if you keep using negative things about yourself, eventually it will manifest yourself. The most important relationship you will have in life is one with yourself. So the way you talk to yourself, it matters so much. The way you talk to yourself, you will eventually talk to other people. If you're an angry person, you give anger. Hot people, you give hot. Kind people, give kindness. Look, so the most important relationship you have in this life is a relationship with yourself. Full stop, write it down. The most important conversations and investments you have in life is the one with yourself. The most important conversations and investment you ever have in life is the one with yourself. Write on your note, very important. So when you leave this place, you begin to think how you can invest in yourself, how you can start having quality conversation with yourself. The most important conversations and investment you will ever have in life is the one with yourself. And if you neglect it, my brother, my sister, you end up living on other people's opinion. I will always tell you for free that people's opinion don't pay your bills. So the most important conversations and investment you ever have in this life is the one with yourself. So what are you going to do? I will give you 2 things you must do about yourself so it can help you to become super successful. I will do 2 things for you. And I would like us to write it this way. The 2 things. So you have to become your own friend instead of becoming your own enemy. You have to become your own friend instead of becoming your own enemy. You have to become your own supporter instead of becoming your own critics. You know, nobody will criticize you. You have to become your own lover instead of becoming your own hater. You have to become your own whatever good you can take. So instead of you, nobody insults you if you don't permit the person. So if you define every insult, if you define everything that happens to you in a way that will empower you, that will inspire you, that will grow you, nobody will insult you. They throw orange to you, call it orange, squeeze them, turn them to orange juice. They throw you so you carry them, say, I told you, there is no good or bad experiences. We have learning experiences. The way you interpret situations determines how it works in your favor. If you interpret every situation as a means of support, as a means of character, as a means to build up, as a stepping stone, whatever people do, you collect and make a stepping stone for yourself. You know, so people don't have good relationship with themselves. They hate themselves. How do you know they say, this my face is not even fine self. See pimples everywhere. That pimple is not designer. Say not designer. Designer. See, I'm so short. See, I'm so fat. See, I'm so slim. See, I have my leg there. That leg na style. Tell not style. Now what for you? Now you know they see them. Even those small activities, these are key and papa. They now they become one of the movie industry. They become one of the stars. But they don't look at their status. They use it as style. Tell not style. They get one boy. Why I just read from my social media yesterday. I see him. They call him one appella. They say the boy earn $1 billion US net worth. The guy knows that you see that broken Yoruba thing is when they speak. Now it's can become one of the social TikTok highest influencer in Nigeria. Imagine that. So you will get mouth, you get legs, you get eye. You don't like yourself. You go dress, you look yourself in the mirror, say, I'm a poor man. We don't get anything. No, never you say anything negative about yourself because you cannot be your empire being negative. You cannot break free of 9 to 5. If you keep seeing yourself as a servant and never as a son, as a champion, as a citizen, you keep becoming a servant. What you tell yourself is more important. In fact, the way God created man is that he put a tongue in man and he said that this tongue is really evil. This tongue can turn your body up and down. You be like sheep. So this tongue, out of it you shall eat the good out of this land. Out of the words of your mouth shall be justified. So what will make you successful is your tongue. What will make you broke and poor is your tongue. If you can control this tongue, you can bring this tongue, you control your whole body. But most of us use this tongue and even say negative things about ourselves, not even another person, ourselves. You know why you tell another person bad thing? Because you yourself, you're telling yourself bad thing. I'm telling the truth because see, the thing is this: you cannot build an empire. You cannot break from free. Breaking free from 9 to 5 is not about leaving your job. No, no, no. It's about changing your mindset. Tell your mindset. You don't work for money. You work for experience. You work for knowledge. You work for idea. You work for relationship. You're already working for government. No problem. Now start qualify people. Start teaching them in your spare time. Anybody that uses his spare time to do personal development is a man that the world can never beat. I'm telling the truth because wealth does not exceed personal development. Yes or yes? So when you start thinking about yourself properly, or when you start planning for yourself strategically, when you start investing yourself consistently, you don't have to be selfish. You become more valuable. If I let's write it down so it can make some sense. When you start thinking about yourself properly, when you start thinking about yourself properly, you start planning for yourself strategically. When you start thinking about yourself properly, when you start thinking about yourself properly, when you start thinking about yourself properly, and you start, of course, planning for yourself strategically, and you also start investing in yourself consistently, you don't become selfish, you become more valuable. When you do these three things, you become more valuable in the marketplace. You're not going to be selfish. You become three things. Number one, you become more valuable in the marketplace. I will come back again. I say, if you start thinking about yourself properly, you start planning for yourself strategically, and you start investing in yourself consistently. When you start thinking about yourself properly, what I'm properly, get pen and paper, get a note, get a journal. Go and buy. Don't buy all these 20 leaves if you are serious now. Go and buy journal. Tell no journal. Go and buy journal. I have over 14 of these or 15 in my office, in my house. Write journal your life. I have a journal for my 5 years life. I have a journal for 1 year. If my son carry my journal now for 1 year plan, I don't need to talk to them. If my son look at my 1 year plan, he will practice himself. If you look at I have a book for my 1 year, I have a book for my 3 years, I have a book for my 5 years, 10 years, I have all of them. Maybe one that will bring it to my house, so you see what I'm doing. So anything I want to do, write the vision down, make it plain. That even if I die today, anybody that carry out my book and execute my 3 years plan effortlessly, you just freed it from day one to 2. You see my plan. I don't write and leave. Almost even I look at my 3 years plan, look at my 5 years, because you can never arrive a future, you never plan. If you said no, if you have no goal, you are going nowhere. Tell your neighbor, you have no goal. You are going nowhere. Tell your neighbor again, neighbor. You can never achieve a goal you never set. No, tell me how you want to set. How you want to achieve them. How you won't even achieve them. You know they're possible. It worketh not. It possible not, my brother. You know if you work now. So it's not about me praying and fasting alone. Prayer is good. I pray, I fast. I speak in tongues. It's good. But I'm going to tell you something. Among all those things, it is my responsibility to plan my life. And God will order my steps. If I plan and plan, I'll go meet God. Say, God, see how far. Oh my God, see you. I think he that failed to plan to fail. Help me tell your neighbor, he that failed to plan to fail. Nobody can plan your life better than you. Nobody can take care of your children better than you. Nobody can take care of your wife better than you. Nobody can tell you. So you are the one in charge. Saying, I am the boss. Are you afraid of failing? Are you afraid of what people say? Fear is not your best right. God has not given us a spirit of fear, but of sound mind. And that's why we are faithfully and wonder. Now we be the fear yourself. So you have to be so strong. So when you manifest, the world will celebrate you. Actually, champions are not made on the ring. We are made outside. We are going to manifest. We never manifest. It's applied to the world. When the knowledge of wealth education, financial literacy has fueled their fight, we say we go hot. We'll create it. I say we become small Dubai, China, India. Now we could create things. See, you don't build the world by material resources, but by mental resources. So not mental resources. True liberation is mental. True liberation is mindset. True liberation is the way you think. Our thinking pattern. They're not thinking pattern. Poor man get thinking pattern. Wealthy man get thinking pattern. What the thinking pattern of a wealthy man is that I deserve to build an empire. Say no, I deserve to build an empire. So I deserve to have financial independence. Not to go and become a slave in another man's vineyard and work for 9 to 5 for 35 years. Have you not thought about it? Have you not thought about 35-year-old picking, don't get picking, don't born children finish. Me, when I was 35, I don't born my 3 children finish. Before 35 years, I don't stop. I don't shut down. Now I have to find capacity. And even see what I be thinking. I don't feel carry my money, pay my children's school fee. I carry my money, go buy assets. That asset they pay my children's school fee. That money, so how do they work? They pay my children's. Am I normal? Am I normal? No, now it's something you should lay hands on me and lay legs and deliver me. If my father was working to pay my school fee, can't I do something better? Can't I be a little innovative? I work to buy assets, I say pay my children's school fee. I work to buy, my work is to work to buy assets. And assets, not thinking pattern. We make the same money, but we do different things with our money. I told you that when you start thinking properly, planning strategically, invest consistently, you become what? You will not become selfish. You become more valuable. Number one. Number two, you don't become self-centered. You become the center. Tell me, I am the center. You don't become self-centered. You become the center of influence, center of arena of greatness. When you start thinking properly, plan strategically, invest in yourself consistently, you don't become selfish. You become more valuable. You don't become self-centered. You become the center. You don't become less helpful. You become more. You become more helpful. You don't become selfish. You become more valuable. You don't become self-centered. You become the center of greatness. You don't become less helpful. You become more helpful. Now you can help from the point of strength, not from weakness. A lot of us cannot help because you're already weak. Oh, yeah, me. Oh, if I have the money, I would have given to you. Oh, try come back. I don't have. I don't have. Because you feel that you don't have, and you have been confessing, I don't have. Don't confess, I don't have. He that have not and say he has, the mean what is given. He that has and say I don't have, that will be taken from him. Somebody come to you and say, I'm not feeling fine. He say, yeah. Tell him, come and kneel down here. Lay hands on him. Say, I receive healing in Jesus' name. What are you telling me? You don't need to be called to pulpit to be able to manifest your kingdom power. We don't wait for pulpit. We don't need new pulpit. We got come up from pulpit in the marketplace. So once don't speak to the person. When you speak to him, go and take medical attention. Speak to his life. Tell not speak. Even if they can't for bicycle, they speak for themselves. Before I get to where I'm going to, let healing take place. You know, like I said, they say, you see, now the problem is that it's your mindset. Your mindset. Because you don't know you have powers. Say, I have powers. Even Edemeju, what they call that, in the Boski, you get power. You don't get power. In the Boski, you get power. He said, I get Gaboju, what they call them. I look them at the lamp. They might just realize something about himself. I told you, I am powerful. I don't know what you're thinking. So don't go to the marketplace as a beggar. Don't create your products, your services. Carry your akara, carry your moi, carry your blocks, carry your cement, carry your rod. Go market day. Yeah, even telling us, why someone buy my market today? I don't know why this market good. I'm going for prospecting. I'm saying it. I don't even know why. Your confession is even sabotaging your results. When you begin to think about yourself properly, plan for yourself strategically, invest in yourself, you don't become selfish. You become more valuable. You don't become self-centered. You become the center of greatness. You don't become less helpful. You become more helpful. I'll give a strategy. And that's why will make a lot of sense. It's called oxygen mass principle. What else is called? Oxygen mass principle. Oxygen mass principle. Now, this principle happens whenever you enter a flight. Those flight attendants will tell you, oh, please, in the case of emergency, please put your face mask first before you can help your neighbor. Because if you cannot help yourself, can you help someone else? It's oxygen max principle. So don't ever forget this anywhere you go. Oxygen first on yourself, because your dream needs oxygen, your destiny needs oxygen, your assignment needs oxygen, your purpose needs oxygen. But a lot of us spend all our time helping someone else and never helped ourselves. And realize at that junction where you feel empty, where you feel so unfulfilled. You have achievement, but not fulfilled because your ladder was leaning on the wrong wall. So this airplane always said, in the case of emergency, put your own oxygen mask first before helping another. That's the oxygen mask. I'll give you just a brief story, but you don't need to write it down. It's a wonderful woman who has children. It's a wonderful woman with his, it's a principle of being good or helping others is more of selflessness. No, you have to save yourself. You can now save another person. So she has children, and she gives the children always everything the children want, and never give the children the most important thing in life, which is taking care of herself. So she always take care of other people, do everything for the children, pay their school, but she never took care of herself. So the children don't just learn from what we tell them, they also learn from what we show them. I think we need to write that one down. Children don't just learn, or children don't only learn from what we tell them. Children also learn from what we show them. Children don't just learn or only learn from what we tell them. They also learn from what we show them. So the children observe the mother taking care of every other person else and never take care of herself. So the children also think that okay, that of course that their needs don't count, that their needs don't matter, that their well-being is not important. Why are they thinking like that? Because they saw their mother. They saw their mother that their needs don't matter. Because the mother was saying, my needs don't matter. I'm gonna take on myself. No, 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 no. You have to become useful. So my needs, don't worry about it. Help other people. You know, man, no good. So the children think that their needs don't matter, that their own well-being is not important, because they grow up believing the same thing about themselves that their mother always do. So they learn to neglect themselves. They learn to ignore their own needs. They learn to sacrifice for other people and at the expense of their own happiness. This is not love, but self-destruction. Self-destruction is when you do unto others when you cannot even do to yourself. So you're not feeding from yourself. So don't learn to neglect yourself. Don't learn to ignore your needs. Don't learn to sacrifice for others at the expense of your happiness. Even the Bible says something that don't give grudgingly. You're supposed to give happily, because if you go give grudgingly, you are not giving. So this is not love. This is self-destruction. So apply the oxygen mask principle. You cannot take care of yourself. If you are not taking care of yourself, if you keep taking care of other people long enough, you just forget they have yourself. So oxygen mask principle says that you have to secure your own oxygen mask first, not because you not because you matter more than others. You cannot successfully take care of yourself or anyone else for a long time because you cannot give what you don't have. Our mind, our dream, our purpose, our assignment, and the potentials needs oxygen. If you're always giving your oxygen away, you will suffocate, and everyone who depends on you will suffocate too. So your capacity to help others is directly connected to the capacity to help yourself. Your ability to love others is directly connected to the ability to love yourself. The power to inspire others is directly connected to the power to inspire yourself. Okay, we are just talking. Imagine I'm not inspired, and I come here, I'm not good. Oh, you just always say, okay, be like say your own matter pass. One I told you people, never ask all of you to bring your problems and keep it. If you have problem, let everybody go back, bring your problem, come keep it. Then I will shout, say anybody when I blow the whistle, everybody should run. Any problem you see, you carry. Some people will shout and say, I beg, leave my problem alone. No, I beg you, because when you drop your, you see another person will be pass your own. You're gonna take them and not carry your own. You end up carrying big problem. So you can never, your capacity to help others is directly connected to the capacity to help yourself. Your ability to love others is directly connected to the ability to love yourself. The power to inspire others is directly connected to the power to inspire yourself. Some people have it backward because they think that if they ignore themselves long enough, showing they will ignore long enough and helping other people have their oxygen for their life, they will actually have their own dreams meet. No, it's not true. Thinking if you never eat that other people will have food to eat is not true. It doesn't work that way. When you invest in yourself, think about yourself, grow yourself, plan for your future. You are not taking care of. You're not just taking. It's not taking away from other people, but it's actually adding to what you can offer to other people. It increases your value, expands your capacity, and multiply your potentials. If you are with me, shall I? Write down your notes. Putting on your own marks, write it down. Putting on your own marks, is not just about helping others. Putting on your own mask, that is helping yourself first, is not just about helping others. Putting your own mask is not just about helping others. It's about honoring your life. Putting your own mask is not just about helping others. It's about honoring the life you have been given. That is a good one for me. Putting your own mask first, taking of it, is not about helping others alone. It's about honoring your own life. People don't honor the life they were given. Honoring the life you were given, because you are not an accident. Putting your own mask first is not just about helping other people. It's about honoring your life that you have been given, because you are not an accident. Your dreams is not an accident. Your talent, potentials, fidelity, purpose is not an accident. So helping yourself is about honoring your own life. Putting on your own mask is not just about helping others. It's about honoring your own life, because you have the life you have been given. Because you are not an accident. Your dreams, talents, potential, purpose is not an accident. So help yourself. Honor yourself. Honor your life. People don't honor. They think that they are peace. Imagine somebody accepting to collect 15,000 naira. as money salary in this economy, 20,000. Okay, you are not honoring your life. In fact, you hate yourself. With 20,000 now, what will you do for yourself? You cannot even pay your transport fare to that work. So why will you even dishonor yourself to the point of collecting 30,000 naira salary? Your own don't finish now. You just waste your life building someone else's empire. And in life, this is a man's world. Say no, this is a man's world. In a man's world, there always be a king and a subject. In a man's world, there must always be a king and a servant. Then you choose either to become a king or a servant. You must become a king. Okay, you must build your own domain. You must build your own empire. I'll give you some strategy going to be your empire. But let's solve this problem first. So that when I start talking about it, your consciousness will not start fighting it. And what is he talking about? Must everybody become the boss? Okay, you can become boss of something. You can become a boss of owning a license for every aircraft to take off from you. You can become a boss to own license for every that will say something that will say pure water. You can own a company, own fabric, you can own something, you can own product or services. You need to own something. Tell me, I must own something. So, okay, I tell me that God created you as a destiny to come and become a subject to everybody, that you want to serve everybody. So your purpose is not, see, service is not bad. But the fact that thinking that you're born to save, is going to slave forever, that is a bad mindset. Because I know that God is the king of God is a Lord of Lords. So you must become Lord. Even the people that Christ disciples, all become an apostle, all of them. Yes or yes? Yes. Become in charge. When they were the master, they learned. But the purpose of learning, the purpose of mentorship is leadership. The reason why we teach so you can teach on others. So why will you attain mentorship without not leading? Okay, why do you raise a child? Is it not to become a father and a mother, a responsible society? Imagine my father now raised me now, and now come and said, Daddy, I don't think you did. God did well. I carry hair. Say I'll be a woman now. Come there for it. Chicken. I come see the guy. My father will feel so disappointed that he raised up a son that now forget his sonship and now think he's a daughter or whatever. I don't understand. Now you come to see me going to put earring. It's not that it's bad, my brother. Come to do breast. Come do a bomb. Come to do like this. Bobrisky, my brother. And then so I don't understand you. I don't understand. My father will be so disappointed in me. Yes or yes? Yes. This is what my father did to me. If you know the like him. Every holiday I must go to Scripture Union. I dey vex for Scripture Union camp. I dey vex. But this man tell me come Scripture Union camp. I want to go and play football at home. My father allow me here what? Later we dey go lesson. You know, I schooled at the Holy Child Nursery and Primary School, Kaneka Name Avenue, Jerry, Kodek Bene. And we're still in the village, far back in Igono there. My father will take us to Kodek Bene and bring us back. After school, you know, we're supposed to pray now. You can't go to class in Kodek Bene, we'll go lessons. I dey vex. I want to play football. In fact, I better trace those people. Every time I must give myself 2 holes for bomb because I must play football and slide. They not slide. They think go there, they don't flog. They not flog me, so they flog himself become our dishonest. So we find so the father did all those things for me so that I can become strong. They're not strong. Imagine my father now looking at me now. Any small thing I get in my wife, go and go for house, go, Daddy. My wife is doing this to me. Now I'm an overgrown baby boy. They're not overgrown. I can no longer solve my problems. I can no longer beat my name. My father will not say, which kind of mistake I do for this life? Imagine that you have the purpose of raising a child is so that they can become strong. Say, I'm strong. So the idea is simple. You have to put your own marks first. So it's honoring the life you have been given. Of course, because you are not an accident, your destiny, talent, potentials are not accidents. We have the responsibility to think about ourselves, plan for ourselves, invest in ourselves, because you matter just as much as others. Write it down. Very, very important. Even though I write this one again, I'm fine. I will even be okay. So write it down. Responsibility to think about ourselves. We have the responsibility to think about ourselves, plan and invest in ourselves, because we matter just as much as other people. We have the responsibility to think about ourselves, plan and invest in ourselves, because we matter just as much as others. So, if I don't have, what will I give? I did not learn. How will I teach? I did not gather knowledge. How will I give? So I cannot give what I don't have. So, we have the responsibility to think about ourselves, plan and invest in ourselves, because we matter just as much as others. We matter just as much as others. Very important. So every day you ignore your destiny, your purpose, you postpone your needs, you waste your time. Of course, building other people's empire. Of course, you end up making it become the hero of their destiny. And you become a slave of other people's heroes. And it's not good, because at the end of the day, you will not have sons to hand over to your children. No legacy, no succession plan. Now, some people even die and leave debt for their children. At least you know they hand over something, give the children. You pay your debts now. In fact, you will wake up from that debt bed, come pay debt. So, some people think that no. See, success is predictable. What did I say?
Success is predictable.
Businesses don't fail. People fail. People don't fail. They don't just know enough. Why they don't know? They don't want to learn. So there's no scarcity of knowledge. There is no scarcity of knowledge. We have abundance of knowledge. But your ability to spend time with yourself is a problem. I will not give you a strategy. You can start with 5 minutes in a day. You can start, okay, after 24 hours, I will spend 5 minutes on myself every day. Start from there. Start with even 1 minute. Off your phone, off everything, carry my bag, think for 1 minute. Do increase 1 minute. When you get used to 1 minute, increase to 2, increase to 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Me, I do 1 hour. I do 1 hour every day for myself out of 24 hours. If I cannot bring 1 hour for myself minimum, in fact, I'm self-destructive. In fact, I'm doing disservice to myself. So what I do, since I have 3 children already, I have to spend time with my children when I go home till 9 o'clock. That's normal thing for me. Once 9 o'clock, children go to your room. So I have to spend like 2-3 hours with my wife. Once it's that kind 10, 11, my baby girl, leave me alone. No. This is my main time. You know what I notice? The more I invest myself, the more my wife submits to me. The more I don't even need to beg for submission. I don't even need to beg for respect. Because the more I invest myself, when I open my mouth to talk, she's like, baby boy, when you learn this one, I smile. As I spent time 1 hour yesterday. He said, wow. I don't need to introduce myself in my house. I am the man of this house. No. Now my result, they introduce me. Say no result. Then they introduce me. I don't need to shout too much. Now my result. So when I said, when I was not spending time myself, I'm going to come, I'm going to argue. You argue with me? No, now. I know I like that kind of thing. So what I did, I started investing in myself. She don't argue. When I taught one knowledge, before she think that knowledge finish, I thought I can't find, but I started writing this one. So I don't need to tell her, just rush. Go do and come back. You say, hey, what you do again? Because now I don't add value for myself. Then I value. I become more valuable. Even me myself, even in the midst of my leaders, if I talk now, they will say, oh, make I write this one down. Why? Because that they begin to see me as someone more valuable. Because they begin to see me as I have experience, I have knowledge, I have idea, I have concept, I have innovation, I have strategy. Then a strategy. You got my leader will come and say, oh God, I need 200,000. Then guess what to do? The internet what to do, you need to sell this product, you need to connect with this person, you need to send this text. You say, oh God, wait first. Make I begin the right time. You know why? Because I don't make sense small. Yes or yes? See, write it down your note. The oxygen max is in front of you. The oxygen max is in front of you. The oxygen max is in front of you. Which are your needs, your goals, your future. The oxygen max is in front of you in case you are not seeing it. I'm going to open your eyes to see it. These are your needs, your goals, your future, your purpose, your ideas. The oxygen max is in front of you. The oxygen max is in front of you, which has your goals, your needs, your future, your purpose, your assignment, etc. Name them. Stop waiting for permission to put it on. Stop waiting for permission. Stop waiting for permission. The oxygen max is in front of you, which are your goals, your needs, your future, your assignment, your purpose on earth. That book you want to start now. Just that and small. Guys, 5 will begin to train them so you remember for something. The oxygen max is in front of you, which are your needs, your goals, your future, your assignment, your purpose, etc. Write it down. Stop waiting for permission. Put it on. Stop feeling guilty about securing your own foundation. Stop waiting for permission. Put it on. Full stop. Stop feeling guilty. Stop feeling guilty about securing your own foundation. Stop feeling guilty about securing your own foundation. Stop believing the lie that thinking about yourself is selfish. Stop believing that thinking about yourself is selfish. Stop believing that lie. Think about yourself is selfish. You become more valuable. It's not about being self-centered. It's more center. Stop waiting for permission. Put it on. Stop feeling guilty about securing your own foundation. Stop feeling guilty. Don't feel guilty. Stop believing the lie that thinking about yourself is selfish. Secure your own acts first. Fill your own tank first. Strengthen your own foundation first. I don't know where you stop, but let me come back again. The oxygen mask is in front of you. It's your own needs, your own goals, your future, your assignment, etc. Stop waiting for permission. Put it on. Stop feeling guilty about securing your own foundation. Stop believing the lie that thinking about yourself is selfish. Full stop. Secure your own max first. Number one. Number two, fill your own tank first. Strengthen your own foundation first. Secure your own mask first. Fill your own tank first. Strengthen your own foundation first. Not so you can ignore others, but so you can save them better. Not so you can ignore others, so that you can save them better. I'll give you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then we leave. Secure your own mask first. Fill your own tank first. Strengthen your own foundation first. Not so you can ignore others, but so you can serve them better. You serve them from where? I'll write it, then we leave the hall. For today, so you can save them better. Okay? Number one, you can save them from the position of strength and not weakness. Save them from the position of strength and not weakness. If I'm not strong, I cannot help anybody. I'm not strong. Save them. Save from the position of strength and not weakness. Instead of weakness. Instead of weakness. If you are weak, you cannot help someone else. Number two, you can save from the fullness instead of emptiness. From the fullness. From fullness instead of emptiness. Number three, why you need to take care of yourself first, secure your mask first, fill your tank first, secure your own foundation first, is not so that you can ignore other people, so you can save them better. From the position of strength instead of weakness, from fullness instead of weakness, from wholeness, because you can help others because you are whole. From wholeness to help others because you are whole. From wholeness to help others because you are whole. Number four, why you must build your empire. I will give you the steps, don't worry, even though I take my time to lay the foundation. So number four, you can, when you are strong, you can help others to be strong. When you are free, you can help others to be free. So you're going to help people strong because you are strong. You're going to help people to be free because you are free. You cannot be in bondage and help someone else to be free. It's difficult. So it all starts with you, thinking about you. I need to say something today, but I don't know why I did not get there. I need to say something. I said that the mind is the garden, the talents are the seeds, your potential is the soil. Don't worry, let's leave it to tomorrow. Let me leave the story to tomorrow. So by tomorrow we finish that. So why you have to fill your tank first, put your own marks first, strengthen your foundation first, is not so that you can ignore other people. It's so that you can save them better from the position of strength instead of weakness. So I can save people better from the position from fullness instead of emptiness. I can save people better from wholeness to help others to become whole. I'll be strong to help others to become strong. I'll become free and enjoy independence. If I not get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 businesses, 7 that is paying me money, how will I help you to own one now? If I don't put up system and structure, and my business can run without me, what will I use to teach you now? So that I'm supposed to use them first on myself, so that I put KPI, key performance indicators, DMO, SOP, put up some measurement instrument. So each of my staff, as they go to work, they clock in. I'm in here. I use technology. I see it here. So as they go, they report to me what they do daily. So anytime I can go through what they do. And month on the end now, I have 15 people on my payroll. I want to be increased to 50 people before December. I want to be paying 50 people salary. I'm looking for more people to buy their time. I'm looking for more people that will work for me. And I will use their brain and make 1 million naira. And I will pay them 100,000 naira every month. I'm looking for them plenty. If you see any of them, bring them to me. I want to employ. I feel like that brain can be useful to me and give me I want to pay them 10%. They work for me, I pay them 10%. Since they don't want to use their brain, build their own empire. And it is come to your empire, you say no. I humbly apply. Buy me wholesale, please, sir. Pay me small. For 35 years. I look the brain. I say, is your brain useful? Is it still useful, out of use, or useless? He said, useful. I said, okay, go and read this book and come back. They will run. Most of them will run. Their brain not they work again. You don't say oxify. So I want to employ 50 people before December. I want to pay people salary. I want them to work for me so I can make more money. I told you, When a poor man wants to make money, he sells his time. When a rich man wants to make money, we buy people's time. Tell no buy. Which one do you want? Selling your time or buying people's time? It's not. Is it my fault to buy people's time? Now then, come apply now. Say, employ me. So I will not employ them again. Well, should I not employ them again? I will employ them. Don't worry. I mean of them. I like what school is doing. School is giving us many graduates so that we can employ. Is it good or very good? They are producing them for us, mass production. I thought I want to own hospital. I want to own university. I want to own private jet. I want to own bank. I want to own bank. Before 50 years, me, I go own bank. I don't start small. I don't follow the pattern. I go now for you, now just mindset. I don't, you now go there alive now. No, but now people are not dying. You there alive. Because now us go own the bank. Say now we go own them. We own oil well. Now we go run things. So because of the future, we will the plan. Now it make us see the grow people we thought because we rise by raising order. We know if you own alone. So we need community. Tell us community. We need community. So if we will make money. So our money can work for zero. Go to Israel now, see what boys are doing. Go to India, go to China, go to the what small boys are doing. It's just a philosophy, just a mindset, thinking pattern that we are supposed to be the boss. We're not supposed to be slaves anymore. We want to come out of this slavery. We don't stay for this mountain for a long time. We need to take a move. Take a walk. I really wish I have the luxury of time. That I have to spend time in Abuja when we're having a leadership because Abuja need a rush. Abuja will take 5-6 hours. When we leave that place, your brain cells with it. Your brain will vibrate. They not vibrate. Different frequency of energy. That's how they take leaders out of your leadership retreat. Take them to where no family will lodge them in a hotel. Put AC, go chop. We they teach from morning till 10 o'clock in the night, 11, 12. If they will serve you breakfast, you chop for day. Continue teaching. You go come back, come back, we see the lane. Yes or yes? When we come back, they say, man, your face be like light, it shine. Be like that time where Moses come from mountain. You know if you behold in face, because you spend so much time with knowledge, with God, and irradiates his life. And anything he touch turns to gold. Yes or yes? From the story by whether it's true or not, but they impacted the Red Sea. Yes or yes? Through the works of his hand. So today, this is the best we can take. I wish I have the luxury of time. 11 minutes past 9. I chop on 11 minutes to the moon and no vex. I vex her. So those online communities, please, our community online, watching us from US, from Dubai, from France. YouTube also notify us over the weekend that our highest country is the United States of America. Those are our friends and families in the United States. Appreciate you for joining us all over the world. And please want to give a professional advice. Don't get involved in a business without a mentor. Reason, mentorship is a legal shortcut to success. He that stands on the shoulder of mentors will see far. See you tomorrow. See you at the top. God bless you. Have a wonderful day. Shalom. Okay.